Hello all, it is Beast98 here with my review of WWE No Mercy 2017. It was a good show. I personally believe it was a very good show. I don't know how you guys feel. It was a good show up until the last two matches is what I'll say. Not really going to do the pre-show, but I did predict the pre-show right. Elias won. Elias needs the momentum. They're trying to build him. Elias is the guy that's being built right now. Obviously he's going to win. Anyways, on to the actual card. Here we go. Main show here. Opened with Miz versus Jordan, which was a solid little 15 or so minute bout. I didn't really pay too much attention. I knew it ended. I knew it ended around 8:20 or so, 20 minutes after the pay-per-view had started, but they obviously had the opening package for the pay-per-view. So it was a good little 15 or so minute bout. Ended when Jordan hit Miz with the spear in the corner. Bo climbed the rope. Jordan knocked him down. The ref got distracted with him, trying to get him out of the ring. Jordan rolled up Miz, had him for the count, but Miz was able to kick out while the ref was distracted. Axel got a cheap shot in on Jordan. Miz hit the skull-crushing finale and pinned Jason Jordan to stay champion. Nice little opener. Miz won the way Miz wins. The only weird thing was no Maurice, and then Jordan got on the mic and said he'd love a rematch, and then proceeded to say, fans jokingly say that Kurt Angle sucks, but Miz, you really do suck. That's the worst he could come up with as an insult to the Miz. Anyways, moving on. It was a nice little match. I mean, on a scale of A to F, I'd give it about a B. Just a nice little match to start. Balor versus Wyatt was next. To be honest with you, I missed about the first 10 minutes of this match. I really didn't care too much about it. I got in the shower because I was having migraine issues last night. So I missed the beginning of this match, but what I did watch, and then they showed the replay, what I did watch was pretty good. Balor won, obviously, with the coup de grace, as Brian Zane would say. Obviously, it was the right move, I opened this show 2 for 2. To be honest, I opened the show on my prediction 6 for 6 up until those last two matches. Yeah, Balor obviously won. It looked like it was a good match, but I just wasn't invested in it. Brave versus face paint was the story here, and I really didn't care that much about it. So, moving on, about another B match, I'd say. Then, oh boy, we got the match that stole the show, and the moment that stole the show. 2 moments, in my opinion, that stole the show. Rollins and Ambrose versus The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro for the tag titles. Woo! There's not enough praise to give this one. I'll open it by saying A+ match. A+, I don't care. A+ match in my opinion. There's a point Ambrose was getting beat on. He was trying to get the hot tag to Seth. He monkey flipped Cesaro, and one of them messed up. One of them overlaunched it. Cesaro actually smacked the hell out of that steel ring post and busted a couple of his teeth. That was a nasty little moment to watch, and it really looked like it was a work up until Dean was able to tag in Seth, and Seth hit Cesaro with a super kick, and there was just a giant spurt of red that came out of his mouth. And from there, Cesaro got the tag into Sheamus and had to go get himself checked, but he was able to finish the match, fortunately. And there was one moment, which there's not going to be many moments I talk about, but there was one moment in this match where back at SummerSlam, Seth and Dean won when Cesaro and Sheamus went for their finisher, the white noise with Cesaro jumping off the top rope as a combo move, and Rollins hit a Hurricane Rana on Cesaro to launch him into Sheamus to save the day and help win the match. And he went to try and do it again here, but Cesaro caught him on the top. Sheamus hit Dean with the white noise, and then Cesaro powerbombed Seth Rollins onto Dean Ambrose. One of my top 2 spots of the entire night. The other one would come in here in a little bit. Very good match. The tag titles stayed with Rollins and Ambrose, as I predicted they would. But A+ match nonetheless. And then after that we had the women's match, Had the women's match, Alexa versus Sasha versus Bayley versus Emma versus Nia. They told the stories they needed to tell. Right woman won. Nia was the focus of the match. All 4 women had to combine to take her out. Emma got to dominate most of the match, which, at least gave her some time to show she's not just a joke wrestler right now or whatever. And they had plenty of moments where Bayley and Sasha teased fighting each other. and possibly having a feud down the line. There were plenty of moments like that, and Alexa was able to escape with her title, which, in my opinion, was the right move, just because no one else really would have made too much sense here, and just made the most sense to let Alexa keep it for now. Nice little match. I'd say about B minus, C plus, something, one or the other. Wasn't much in-ring action, but stories were told well enough. So yeah, B minus, C plus, as you'd expect. And then we got Cena versus Reigns, and again, not much praise. There's not enough praise you can give the match. I mean, I'm speechless about it. Very good match. I'd say an A. Second best match of the night to Rollins, to the tag match. I'd give it an A. There was one moment, Cena had already hit two attitude adjustments. Yeah, two attitude adjustments. Went to hit one from one announce table onto the other. Roman fought out of it and speared Cena through the announce table. And then Cena hit two more AAs in the ring. So Roman kicked out of 4 attitude adjustments in this match. My one gripe with it was how many he kicked out of. And then Roman hit another Superman punch into a spear. Pinned Cena clean, 1, 2, 3. Nice match. Really well done. Roman dominated for most of it. Cena sold like a champ. And very good match. All I got to say about it. And then we get to the disappointments, which started with Neville versus Enzo. And oh dear God. Oh, where to begin? First off, D. D plus, maybe. Something like that. Maybe a C minus. Maybe just because Neville looked really good for most of it. About 10 minutes long. It was just meant to be the interlude between Cena Reigns and Strowman Lesnar. Neville dominated about 8 of the 10 minutes. And then Neville dodged a Phoenix Splash. Did something. I missed something in the corner because my network thing, there was some weird error that happened while Enzo climbed the top rope. So I missed something. Saw on the replay that Enzo had done something with the title belt. The ref got distracted, and Enzo low blowed Neville and pinned him. So we have Enzo Amore as our Cruiserweight champion right now, as if it wasn't enough of a joke as it was. And then just to rub more dirt in that, or more salt in that wound, I should say, we might be getting a leopard print Cruiserweight championship belt. Oh, sweet God, help us all. If, at best, C minus. At worst, D. Just because Neville looked pretty good for 8 of those 10 minutes. And then Lesnar versus Strowman. I'll give it a C. C plus, maybe. I mean, I'm fine with Lesnar having won. Like, I agree Lesnar probably should have won. It was a little weird to me to pick Strowman in my predictions. I'm not mad that Strowman lost. I'm mad about how he lost. Strowman dominated. Lesnar's entire offense was 1 right hand, 6 German suplexes, 1 was no-sold, and an F5. That was all of the offense he got in. Strowman dominated him for most of this little, 10, 15-minute match, however long it was. It was a short match, which was goofy to me as well, but Lesnar doesn't wrestle long matches anymore. Yeah, Strowman dominated for most of it, and then Lesnar, they would hit 1 F5 and pin Strowman. Oh, boy. Roman Reigns on this night, let me remind you, Roman kicked out of 4 attitude adjustments. 1 was a super AA at that. Braun Strowman got beat by 1 F5. 1 F5. 1. C minus match to me. I mean, Lesnar, I'm fine with him having 1, but he should have at least hit 2 F5s, in my opinion, to have to beat Strowman. Especially because Strowman hit 3 running power slams and Lesnar was still kicking out. So, I mean, oh boy. So yeah, overall, I mean, it started hot. Miz, Jordan, the tag stuff, all that was, I mean, up until the Cruiserweight match, it was good. It was a good show up until that Cruiserweight match. So, I mean, overall, I'd give it a B. I'd say it was a B show. Definitely earned being a B pay-per-view. That's for sure. It was a good show, though. It was better than a lot of the pay-per-views have been this year, that's for sure. Definitely some really good moments. I mean, like I said, the tag title match and Cena Reigns can't get enough praise on how good of matches they were. Definitely some very good matches there. I was 6 for 8 on this night in predictions. So yeah, I mean, like, my positives coming out of this, Miz and Jordan, although Miz is about to feud with Reigns apparently because tonight on Raw there's going to be a Miz TV with Roman. Miz said something about asking Roman about some of his old friends, so I guess he's going to bring up the Shield. And I'm sure this is going to set up a feud that's going to go to TLC where Roman wins the Intercontinental title off of Miz, which sucks, but they want Roman to be a Grand Slam champion because Dean just can't soak in that fact that Dean's finally a Grand Slammer. I mean, Miz Jordan was good. Possibly seeing a rematch would be fine. I don't know when they would do that, but eventually Balor and Wyatt was an alright match. Just a really badly told story of Bray Wyatt pretty much just hating face paint is all I got out of the entire story. The tag title match was by far the best match of the night. I mean, Cesaro earned the nickname the Swiss Cyborg on this night. That's for damn sure. Seeing him fight through, like, just seeing blood pouring out of his mouth, his face just turning pure red with blood. That was a crazy sight to see on that man. Mostly because you hardly ever see blood in WWE anymore, and that was a complete and utter accident, and you could tell. And I thought afterwards, I was sitting there like, maybe this is a little bit of karma because a few months back, Sheamus accidentally kicked out Jeff Hardy's tooth, and now Sheamus' partner, Cesaro, is missing some teeth. The dentists in WWE get a lot of work. I've been getting some work recently, that's for sure. So that was a great match. The women's match was good enough, I guess. I mean, it told the stories it needed to tell, but I feel like it could have gone longer. It could have probably gone longer, I feel. And still had, it probably could have gone longer and been a better match in my opinion. At least have some more in-ring work, you know. I'm sorry about the hair stuff. It sucks having long hair sometimes, but I'm too lazy to ever go get it cut. Anyways, yeah, that match probably could have gone a bit longer, but it was nice to see Emma get some domination and hold the momentum for most of it. So that was pretty nice to see. And having to see all four of them team up to take down Nia. I mean, that powerbomb on the outside was a pretty cool little spot. When Emma and Bayley had her legs, and then Sasha and Alexa kicked her off the apron into the powerbomb. That was a pretty cool little moment. Up there for top. It was up there as one of the top spots, but it definitely didn't beat the spear or the powerbomb white noise there. It was a good enough little match though. And then Cena and Reigns, great match. Neville versus Enzo, hated it. I mean, I hated the ending. Neville looked really good though. As long as, I mean, it was a good match until the ending, is all I can say. Just can't stand the fact that now we have to deal with that as our Cruiserweight champion. I don't know how else to describe him. Just that. I mean, and then Lesnar versus Strowman was a good match, again, until the ending. Really, I mean, you're going to think Strowman has beaten Lesnar before, is the weirdest weirdest bit to me. Strowman has beaten Reigns twice before in the past. I can't speak. I'm sorry. I'm bad at English. You should have learned this one long ago on my channel here. Yeah, Strowman's beaten Reigns twice before, yet somehow Reigns can kick out of 4 AAs, but Strowman can't get out of 1 F5. That's beyond bonkers to me. Overall, like I said though, I'd give it a rating of B. A B out of A to F. It's a good enough little show. I mean, might not have been the best pay-per-view they've ran this year, but it was one of the better ones for sure. I just can't wait to see someone finally get Lesnar away from that freaking title. TLC's coming up next for Raw. Asuka's going to be debuting at TLC. That's a big plus. That's a bigger plus than the darn Cruiserweight match, is the fact that we get to see Asuka at TLC. The most dominant woman ever in NXT's history. She's never defeated. She's only coming to Raw. Had to relinquish that belt simply because she broke her collarbone. She's yet to be defeated since she joined WWE. So it should be fun to see how they handle her. Hopefully she'll be the one, if anyone, to take the belt off of Alexa. Although I feel like they shouldn't do that just yet. I feel like Alexa should lose it to Sasha or Bayley, so that way you could have a heel turn from Sasha and have Bayley versus Sasha first, and then do the Asuka thing. But up till then, you know, just make sure Asuka doesn't lose a match until she gets a title shot, and let her win the title on her first try, obviously. So TLC looks like it'll probably be good too, through the first 2 matches that are pretty much confirmed, or the first 2 bits that are pretty much confirmed. So we're probably going to get Roman versus Miz, and then Asuka's debut will be pretty nice. The TLC match itself, I don't know what it'll be yet. Hopefully it'll be a tag title match. I mean, it'd be cool to see Rollins and Ambrose versus the Hardys in a tag title match, and a TLC tag title match, nonetheless. That'd be amazing to watch. So yeah, here's hoping Hell in a Cell does good. I'll see you all the 7th of October, the day before Hell in a Cell, for my predictions video for that show. Man, I hope it's good. It's got a couple, got at least one good match on it so far. A couple good matches, I should say, actually, so far. So yeah, peace out.